Hello and welcome to the Mal and Johnny Show. Well, we've been a bit in the wars this week, Johnny, haven't we? What's happened to you?
Well, I was in the garden being very physical, thinking I'm 25, and I was trying to cut a hedge.
Right.
With a very tall hedge. And I put my foot, I've got like a gully at the back of my garden. It's about 4 feet deep.
Right.
And it's like backing onto a rockery. And I thought I was treading on something solid, and it was foliage, and I fell into the ditch. And I scraped all my arm and my leg. I did what they call degloved it.
Oh gosh.
It's really painful.
Oh, no.
So I had to go to A&E, and I was stuck in A&E for 4 hours. But that was quite entertaining. You could make a sitcom out of that. There was a bloke with Tourette's who was effing and blinded all over the place.
Right.
There was another bloke who was drunk, who was looking for his phone because he'd fallen off his bike. I mean, it was... It's entertaining, if nothing else.
Oh, man. And how is your degloving? Have you gloved up again now? Are you all right?
Well, yeah, I see my arm. Look, I got my arm.
Oh, Johnny, man.
Well.
Johnny.
I took all the skin off that. They couldn't put that back together. That's like raw meat.
Yeah.
But I got one on my leg, which was they could make it go back together. I go in, the nurse looks at me, and she looks at my notes. She said, "You're never bloody 80. I said, "Don't tell everybody."
That's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah.
She said, "How would you keep looking so good?" I said, "No, it must be my profession." I said, "I'm an actor and singer."
Yeah.
She said, "What have you done then?" So I told her about Gavin and Stacey. She said, "Oh, I got a thing about that Larry Lamb." I said, "Really?" I got a nice picture of him, with me. I said, so I showed her. See, she said, "You better look at the Larry Lamb." I said, "Thank you." So I had a laugh, if nothing else.
Yeah, and it's a life of clean living and a clear conscience, Johnny, as well. That's what keeps you looking.
Well, a little bit of clear conscience. I've been a naughty boy.
All right, so what we did have some ideas to talk about this week. You had suggested AI. Artificial intelligence.
I never see you in the flesh, so I think you're an avatar. Okay, you're an AI.
No.
No, I don't know much about it, and I think. I mean, I know you got it on your phones, and you can just talk to your phone and all this. And they're talking now, but it's going to be, taking over the human race. I mean, like 2001, where Hal took over the spaceship.
Hi there.
But what do you think about it?
Okay, so I've given it a bit of a go. I give it a bit because I write a column for the South Wales Evening Post every week.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about doing something about people telling lies, thinking about politicians, and I thought I'd do something about AI. So I thought I'd get AI to write the column for me.
Oh wow!
And so you do, basically you go onto these different. I was doing the one called Bard, which is it's not Bard. No, somebody's good or Bard. It's Bard.
It was Bard, but I'm better now.
Bard, it's which is the Google version of Chat GPT or GPT or whatever they call it, or PG Tips. Anyway, so you put a question in there. You say, right, I'd like to write an article about Langland Bay. It was Langland Bay,
right?
And I said, 1,200 words about Langland Bay. Press the button. 30 seconds later, it comes back. There's a whole thing about it. I thought, so I look at it and I thought, well, it didn't. It sounds like just a Wikipedia report. So I said, can you put it in conversational style? So you put that as your request, and it did it again, and it was a bit more conversational. But basically, the reason why it sounds like a Wikipedia page, because what it does, AI, it goes looking on the internet, save you looking on the internet, and it pulls the information that it can find on the internet, and creates a story for you. So if the stuff on the internet is wrong. Well, so's your article, so...
but doesn't it also, can't it reference your form of writing and write like you?
So, I published this, right? I published this, and then a friend of mine said, right, I've just put it in the style of Mal Pope. Well, first of all, there's probably lots of spelling mistakes. But do you always make the same spelling? When I type, I always make the same spelling mistakes. Instead of writing from, I write form. Doesn't matter how many times I do it.
Things like that.
Yeah.
It's slight dyslexia where you write things back to front.
Every time. And then instead of sometimes do F-O instead of F-O, not F. Instead of O-F.
Don't be rude. You're a man of the God.
But I do it all the time. It's like this. It's every time. Anyway, so, and the other thing is, my brother put into Chat GPT, can tell me something about Mal Pope's family. So... it said I had 4 brothers, one was Tony, one was Wal. Well, that's my original bass player and drummer from the band. And then and he was complete lot of nonsense, a complete lot.
So you can't trust it.
Well, as they say, not yet. It's going to get better, Johnny. I mean, have you tried it at all?
Not really. I mean, the only thing I've seen, my kids have got these. Not my kids, my grandchildren. They got this thing that their father has got, where you can see virtual things on like a goggle.
Yeah.
Which is quite amazing, really. Yeah. I mean, you think you're there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to take drugs for that, didn't we? We used to take
but see, the thing is, what they're saying, it could wipe out humanity. I mean, that's going a bit far, in my opinion. But these boffins, they actually say it, don't they?
They do. They're starting to worry us, Johnny.
See, because it's learning all the time.
Yeah.
But can it think for itself?
Can it?
It can only reference what we put in it. You know, in the end, the computers only knows on and off, and unless you tell it what to do, it won't do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I did it.
I don't think we'll see it in our lifetime.
No. I did an A-level in computer science when the computer was the size of a small family home. I mean, it was...
I know.
And it had a punch card, so you used to put your directions in, you had to write out and you type them all in, and then you'd send them off.
Yeah.
And a week later, you get the results.
Discs.
Yeah. And what do they say? Mal, garbage in, garbage out. So.
That's right, yeah. But remember those floppy disks?
Oh, man, yeah.
Well, when I got the first computer, it was DOS.
Yeah.
And my son bought me a book called DOS for Dodos because I couldn't understand DOS.
Yeah.
You had to put all these blinking hieroglyphics in just to get stuff up. Yeah. He could do it because that's what he did as a kid, you know.
Yeah,
but then came like what they call it when there's pictures, icons
and stuff. Yeah. That's all happened in our lifetime, Johnny. That's all happened from a computer the size of a house to my mobile phone here, Johnny, which is probably it's more powerful than anything that went to the moon. And
that's right.
You know, so there you go.
It's quite amazing, actually. Quite amazing.
So
that's AI for you.
Right. So you
but as I say, you're not real. You're an avatar. You're talking to me.
I know. I got stuck again. I got a busy week, Johnny. I got a busy week lined up, Johnny. I got a lot of stuff.
What you going to do?
It's that time of the week when I release a new record.
I know. Every Thursday, a new one comes out.
Somebody that called out my name.
Is this the one you were going to Prague for and you didn't get there?
Yeah, so we got the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra, City of Prague Philharmonic Orchestra on it. These nice stringy things. And we filmed it in a very exotic location.
Yeah.
Bracelet Bay in Mumbles, and then a little bit on the front as well.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. And the thing is, we did it now. I can be completely honest. We filmed it a couple of months ago, the actual video itself.
Yeah.
So I had to get up really, really early because, the sun was rising. And it was like a week of fantastic sunrises. So the day before I went down there, went with camera and stuff, and where's the sun going to light? Oh no, it was gorgeous. This red ball of light, Johnny, just rising up behind Mumble's lighthouse. And of course, the next day there were clouds. So we turned up with all this gear, tons of gear, and anyway, I think it's all worked out fine.
It's talking about that. We went on with it. We went down to El Puertos, which is a lovely restaurant in Penarth, overlooking the bay.
I thought you meant somewhere in Spain there for a minute. El Puerto. No, in Penarth.
Well, the thing is, it was such a beautiful evening. It was still about 26 degrees, and we're eating outside. There's palm trees, and I can see across the bay to Cardiff Bay, and it was like being in Spain, you know. So I made a bit of a video of me talking to all of them with a glass of wine and said, "Here I am."
I saw it. It looked fantastic. And then look today. Look, I got a jumper on. I got a stripy shirt on.
I got a jumper on today. First day I've had a jumper on for 4 weeks.
Oh gosh.
Because it's been hot all the time. There you go.
How's the swimming? How's the swimming? I suppose you can't go swimming with your bad arm.
Well, I can because I bring it down my arm and my leg in. So I got to keep it dry.
Keep it dry.
Oh, look, it's bleeding through. Oh my God. It's all blinking. Oh, well. There we are.
Yeah.
I still think I'm 23.
What, you're not?
And the nurse thinks I'm 23. That's the main thing. And she was pretty.
Johnny, you don't make the rules. You don't make the rules. It's like you can't fight nature. It's in
you can't fight the nature. You can fight reality.
Do you know what? Let me tell you a little story about my boy Jack. Right, he was
Go on, then.
he was down the beach, right, on his bike, and I was following him. So obviously I couldn't give him a lift back. So coming back from the beach, and he's in front of me, right, and he's driving down the road, down the Mumbles, the main street, Newton Road, and on the left there's a wine bar, right, and I mean, there was a pretty young blonde lady, right. So anyway, I'm following. Jackson's there. He doesn't know that the car in front has stopped. He goes right into the back of it, over his head, head over heels, sort of thing. So everybody stops. The whole street comes to an end, and then we pick him up and everything. And so he's a little bit shaken and all that. So I said, look, just go down the bottom of the road. We'll park up and everything. And so we park up, and thank God he's okay. Everything's right. Yeah. And I said to him, so Jack, I said, did the accident have anything to do with that very pretty blonde girl, the wine bar on the left? And he said, Dad, I don't make the rules.
I've done that, gone over the handlebars. You feel a right fool. Over the top you go.
Well, you got it. Yeah, well, there we are. Let that be a lesson to all of us.
Head turner. Do you remember that poster used to be on I think it was a bra advert. It's all the big posters.
Oh yeah, Wonder Bra. Wonder Bra.
Say, hello boys was the thing, right? They made you take it down because it was causing accidents.
So many accidents. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh God.
Well, anyway, let's leave that there now, Johnny, for another day. We'll
leave it there
another day. All right. Well, love to all win. Hope your arm and your leg get better soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. I go to the doctor's today and tomorrow. I got to go see the doctor today, and I got to go see the nurse to redress it tomorrow.
Johnny.
So I don't.
carry
we got an
on,
Irish
Johnny.
nurse in my practice, an Irish nurse. Whenever she sees me, she says, "Oh, it's your man from Gavin and Stacey."
It's gonna be like Carry On Johnny Tudor there this afternoon. I can imagine.
I know.
All right. Well, look, have a good time. Hope it gets better. And it's goodbye from him.
It's adios from me, and it's oil vow from you.
Oil vow da bochi.
Da bochi.